So today we're going to talk about a topic that hits home for me and also is something that seems to be epidemic. So I talk with a lot of people who are experiencing some version of low energy or fatigue. So when I was in my 20s, I had what I can only describe as chronic fatigue. Wasn't a diagnosis, but I was tired all day, every day, and I just wanted to sit down. Never felt like I had good energy. Some people have fatigue in the afternoon, say around like 2 o'clock. They just have to have a nap. Some people have fatigue after eating. Some people have fatigue in the morning, and some people have it all day long. So let's get into some ideas that look at how do we address fatigue. The first type of fatigue that I want to talk about is all-day fatigue. Now, when it comes to fatigue, there's some other symptoms that you can help triangulate the source of that fatigue. So, for example, with all-day fatigue, if that's accompanied with bitter taste in your mouth, dry mouth, if you're starting to get red freckles over the liver area or bloating, those would all be signs that the issue is primarily a liver issue. If you don't have any digestive issues associated with your fatigue, then it could just be anemia. Now, when people hear anemia, they want to rush out and grab an iron supplement. I don't really like over-the-counter iron supplements because the iron just gets stored in your tissues. It's not really available. A lot of times it'll cause other symptoms like constipation. I have a product called Ferrotonic, which is colloidal iron, very usable, or my favorite is blackstrap molasses. That's an easy way to build up your iron and provide available usable iron. Now, with all of these things, proper diet plays into this. Just looking at supplements, if the primary issue is liver, I have a product, it's Chinese herbal remedy, it's called Liver Chi. Another one that's really helpful for the liver, very popular, not very expensive, is milk thistle. So with afternoon fatigue, I primarily like to look at and examine the thyroid. What's happening with your thyroid? Now we can cross-check the thyroid with other symptoms such as hair falling out, thick skin around your heel, cold hands and feet. There's also a test that you can do called the basal temperature test. And you can just look that up online. It's a real easy way to figure out if the thyroid is the issue. Now, my two favorite minerals for the thyroid, number one is potassium, number two is iodine. You need both to nourish the thyroid, and again, as with any of these things, we want a nutrient-dense diet. So diet, hydration, all those things come into play as well, but those are my favorite things for the thyroid. So if you have morning fatigue, and by that I mean maybe you have difficulty falling asleep at night and difficulty getting out of bed in the morning. For that, I primarily want to address the adrenals. Now, with the adrenals, just ask yourself, have I, even over the last 10 years, had a lot of stress, whether it's just work, time, relational stress. Whatever the source, that has an impact long-term over the adrenals. So for the adrenals, there's several things that we need to do. Number one, diet is extremely important. You need good, healthy carbs, fats, and proteins, so diet's very important. Now, some of my favorite products for the adrenals, ashwagandha is known to be very helpful. I also have a Chinese herbal remedy called Chi Energy that's also very good for the adrenals. One supplement that I like across all forms of fatigue is called CMC. It stands for Compound Mineral Colloids. It's 66 minerals in their colloidal state, which means the particles are so tiny they're very usable and absorbable. So this one helps to nourish everything. When it comes to fatigue, I can speak firsthand of just how frustrating that can be because I had low energy, chronic fatigue for almost 20 years. When I got to the bottom of it, and for me it was an allergy to white sugar and white flour, eliminating those things and then detoxing, when you get your energy back, it feels amazing. You can heal of fatigue, low energy when you get at the root cause of the problem. I'd love to be your naturopath and help you do just that. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it on your social media. And for more health and wellness tips, check out our previous video by clicking here, and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new content that gets uploaded. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have an amazing day, and remember, ask where the good way is and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls.